Hello everyone, there's another quiz from NFTV for Last Fan Standing, joined by Lee. The theme of the quiz is going to be 2000s plus, so it's a bit more of my era. So we'll get straight into it. So question 1, we've got who broke Jackie Milburn's goal scoring record? A, Andy Carroll, B, Andy Cole, or C, Alan Shearer? Lee, what are your memories of those strikers?
Well, there's an obvious one, which I'll be pretty upset if all people who are playing this quiz don't get that, because he's a god. And there's a big, massive statue around St James's Park, so there's a huge clue for everybody at home.
Yeah, and of course, an obvious one that was obviously Alan Shearer, an absolute idol of mine growing up. Question 2. In what year was the record broken? Was it 2005, 2006, or 2007? Lee, Shearer obviously signed an extra year's deal to stay on to break that record. Do you think, that was a good move on his part?
Yeah, for personal reasons, of course it was, because obviously you've seen the roar around St James's Park when Amiobi backheels it and Shearer's running through, finishes bottom corner. Be interesting to see if many people can remember the year, because I can't off the top of my head. So it's a tricky one, this one.
And well done to everyone who got it. The answer was 2006. Shearer broke that, as Lee mentioned, in a famous game against Portsmouth. So well done to everyone who got that. Question 3. Who succeeded Sam Allardyce as Newcastle manager? Was it A, Glenn Roeder, B, Nigel Pearson, or C, John Carver? Lee, what are your thoughts of the Sam Allardyce tenure, as short as it was?
It was a bit of magic bringing in Keegan straight after him, replacing him, wasn't it? Because there was a bit of, probably only one of the small few things that Ashley's done right at the club, and everybody was on a high. I think we're going to go back to the big times, but of course that never happened. We've seen how it ended, didn't we?
Yeah, and well done everyone who got that right. The answer was Nigel Pearson, who was in charge of one game, victory over Stoke City at home, and the game that Keegan did come back and sat in the stands. I was there myself. Question 4. In 2003-2004 season, who was Newcastle United's shirt sponsor? That's a tough one, that, because we had a few around the time, so the options are, was it A, was it NTL? Was it B, was it Brown Ale? Or C, was it Northern Rock? Lee, what's been your favourite strip down the years?
It's got to be the classic Brown Ale, 95-96 season. Grew up with it, home and away. The stadium had just been expanded. It was coming after Euro 96 at the end of the season. Oh, great times as a kid growing up. Brown Ale all the way.
Yeah, there's been some great strips down the years and some rubbish ones now. And the answer to that was C, Northern Rock. So well done everyone who got that. It was a tough one between that and NTL. Question 5. Somber times more for the club, but in 2008 and 9, which was our relegation season, who finished top goal scorer? Was it A, Michael Owen? Was it B, Obafemi Martins? Or was it C, Mark Paducah? Lee, that was a very low point in me following the club. What do you remember of all that season?
I remember the day pretty well. I was actually the first time I've actually cried for Newcastle. I've cried for England before, but I was distraught. Damien Duff on goal, and we had all the sob on the time by the Villa fans, which didn't go down well, did it?
No, still remembered to this day and won't be forgotten. Well done everyone who got that right. The answer was Michael Owen. Michael Owen scored 10 goals that season. Question 6. Kevin Nolan, one of the best captains who's been at Newcastle in a lot of years. How many goals did he score for Newcastle? Was it A, 29, B, 28, or C, 32? Lee, a great captain for the club.
Oh, it's a tough one, that one though, isn't it, for everybody at home? But yeah, great captain, great partnership with Andy Carroll. He's been on Newcastle Fans TV, we've interviewed him. Great bloke as well, but that's a tough question, that.
Yeah, it is. Some goals came in the Premiership, a lot in the Championship. He got us back up. And the answer is 29. So well done to everyone who got that right. That was, as Lee says, a really tough question. I thought it was more, to be honest, but still a lot of goals for the years he did spend at the club. Question 7. One of the Joker managers we've had over the years. How many games did Joe Kinnear win as Newcastle manager? Was it A, 6, B, 4, or C, 3? Lee, I'm sure you'll agree this was made us a laughing stock around the world, really, when this man got the job.
Yeah, because you've seen it with all the mispronunciations. Easy for me to say. Even I'm struggling with Charles Insomnia and Johan Kebab famously, and you maybe should be kept way back in the 90s where we belong with Wimbledon.
Yeah, so Joe Kinnear was part of the manager who took us down that year. Alan Shearer came in after he left with ill health. He only managed to win 4 games in charge of Newcastle United. The last question, and again, it's a tough question. Since the year 2000, when Bobby Robson was manager, how many managers, including interim, have been manager of Newcastle United? Is it A, 19, B, 15, or C, 18? Lee, over the last 20 years, who's been your favourite manager?
That's Bobby, obviously, clearly. But after Bobby, I quite like Glenn Roeder when he took over, and we went on a great run where we finished 7th and qualified for the Europa League.
All the managers we've had, in total, we've had 18 since Bobby Robson, including Bobby Robson. So 18 managers in 20 years now. That's a lot of managers to go through, considering, Keegan was there quite a while and Robson was trying to build something. So that's it. Well done, everyone who got that right. And thanks for taking part, everyone.